What is calculus? It's a question that's arguably asked more often than what is the meaning of life. It's a question that I've spent nights pondering. And so, before I share my final insights, I thought it would only be fair to share a few of my family and friends' perspectives on this age-old question. What is calculus?
The most common form of cruel and unusual punishment.
Learning to graph exactly where a limit is.
Calculus is basically my annoying ex. They just keep coming back, and all I can do is sit there and deal with it.
Calculus is the study of small changes.
A type of math about things that change over time.
The study of area by using words instead of numbers, but then also numbers.
Clearly, the people are torn. How can we embody the entire existence of calculus in tangible words? The truth is, we can't. But we can get pretty darn close.
Nobody pray for me. It been a day for me. Yeah.
Calculus all started in the 1670s when it was birthed by two men, Sir Isaac Newton, pictured on the left, and Gottfried Wilhelm von Leibniz on the right. They are attributed with developing calculus's basic foundations. Let's talk about Newton, or the apple guy. He was a physicist who was trying to understand how gravity caused falling objects to constantly accelerate. He asked revolutionary questions, like how to determine the speed of a falling object at one instant in time. The answer? Derivatives. Derivatives are the slopes of tangent lines. They allow us humans to calculate the rate of change at a given point on a function. This concept is a part of differential calculus, a subfield of calculus that deals with the rates at which quantities change. This allows you to graph a changing slope. In this diagram, the black represents the original function, and the blue is the derivative. The other subfield of calculus is integral calculus. Integral calculus studies the area under a curve and sizes and values like volume, length, and area. It is, in essence, the addition of infinitely many tiny, super small numbers. Imagine you zoom into a graph super close and then start taking an infinite number of tangent lines to approximate the area. The closer you zoom in, the more accurate the area will be. And at some point, you'll be so close that the difference doesn't really even matter anymore. The last part of calculus that I want to talk about is limits. Here is a video of Sophia playing Just Dance Kids Edition. Now, if you look at the screen, there are some pretty interesting movements going on. That's a cotangent function. If you look carefully, you will notice that the function never crosses certain lines, one of them being x equals 0. That's where limits come in. The function does not exist at x equals 0, however, we can see that the function moves towards positive infinity as it approaches x equals 0. Limits allow us to have perspective on how a function is moving near a particular point, even if it is undefined at that exact point. So, what is calculus? Calculus is a type of mathematics that tries to find answers to things that may not have a true answer. With calculus, we can zoom in closer and closer to the truth, sort of like a microscope. Calculus captures the essence of an answer and ignores the insignificant differences that may impede us. Calculus is the study of the ever-changing. It accounts for the fluctuations and complexities of real life, because in reality, most things don't change in a linear fashion.
I'll go